In 1999, Honda built something that shouldn't have existed, a two-seat roadster with a four-cylinder engine that revved to 9,000 revolutions per minute, rear-wheel drive, a perfect 50-50 weight distribution, a six-speed manual that you could say is one of the best ever made. They named it the S2000, and they built it to celebrate Honda's 50th anniversary. And you know who was the guy behind it all? Shigeru Uehara, the same guy who led the development and design of the NSX. And the result? The car was almost too good. Magazines called it a road-going Formula One car with two seats. Enthusiasts treated it like a religious experience. And then, 10 years later, Honda quietly killed it. No successor, no replacement. Just gone. Meanwhile, the Mazda MX-5, the car the S2000 was meant to humble, is still in production today. So what actually happened? The first thing to understand is that the S2000 was never really meant to last forever. It was a celebration piece, a statement, a car built to remind everyone that Honda was still Honda. The F2 OC engine produced 240 horsepower from just 2 liters of displacement. But that engineering came at a cost. The S2000 was expensive to build. It used a unique platform that wasn't shared with anything else in the Honda lineup. The engine was hand-assembled. Everything about it was special, in other words, expensive. And special expensive cars need to sell in numbers to justify themselves. For the first 6 years, they did. Honda was selling over 10,000 S2000s per year globally. That was enough to keep it alive. Enthusiasts loved it. Reviewers loved it. Honda even gave it a refresh in 2004 with more torque and a smoother power delivery. Then the world changed. Around 2007, the entire automotive industry shifted. Crossovers became the new obsession. Fuel economy moved from a feature to a requirement, and S2000 sales declined by 40% for 2008. Then the 2008 financial crisis hit and everything got worse. In its final year, 2009, Honda built just 355 S2000s. The car that started as a 50th anniversary celebration ended as a footnote. Honda redirected the resources toward Civics, CR-Vs, and the SUV segment that was about to dominate the next 2 decades. The S2000 wasn't killed because it was bad. It was killed because the market it was built for had stopped existing. Now here's the part that hurts the most. The Mazda MX-5 survived because Mazda built it differently. The Miata was always cheaper, simpler, and easier to produce. It used a smaller engine, a less aggressive platform, and was designed from the start to be affordable to manufacture and accessible to mass-market buyers. Over half of all Miatas sold today are automatics. Mazda compromised on their formula just enough to keep it alive. Honda refused to compromise and decided that it was the end, because Honda developed such a masterpiece just to celebrate and prove that they could. And the car existed solely because of that, and compromising just didn't make any sense.